Now let's see. Oh man, that's really funny. Oh, that's even better. Oh, I love jokes.
Oh, hey Sid, I finally found you, buddy. How you going? I've been
Hi,
looking everywhere
Richard.
for you.
Oh, how's it been?
Oh, pretty good, you know. Being locked up is a bit hard, but generally
yeah.
alright. How about yourself?
Well, I've been conducting some very important research.
I'm sorry, Sid, but it didn't sound like you were doing very important research. It sounded like you were laughing a lot.
Well, I did get a bit sidetracked
Okay.
by this joke book.
Okay. You like jokes, do you, Sid?
Oh, I love jokes.
Right.
Would you like to hear some?
Yeah, I think we've got time. Would you like to hear a joke? Yeah, okay. Let's hear a joke, Sid.
Alright, I'm gonna tell you some jokes about cows.
Okay,
I love
cow
cows.
jokes. Sounds good.
Alright. What do you get if you sit under a cow?
What do you get if you sit under a cow? No, I'm not sure, Sid. What do you get?
A pat on the head. do you get it? Because, well, if I have to explain, it's not really that funny, but it's really funny.
I get it, Sid. I just don't think it was that funny. How about you try another one?
Alright, let's see. What kind of music do cows dance to?
What kind of music do cows dance to? No, I'm not sure. What kind of music do they dance to, Sid?
Any kind of music. Oh, that one's even better.
Sid, well, you might think it was better. Maybe he can give you one last go. One more joke for us all.
Alright, what do you get when a bull flies?
You get when a bull flies.
Yep, flying through the air.
I'm not sure, Sid. You tell me.
Well, you get an umbrella and the beef goes up. Oh, that's the best one yet. Oh,
You get an umbrella, okay?
yeah.
Sounds interesting, Sid. Not the funniest jokes I've seen or heard. Maybe you could read a bit more later on. But tell me, what was this? You talked about some research that you were doing. What was this research all about?
Yes, important research. Well, you see, I got this card the other day in the post box, and wait, let me go get it.
Okay. Card? I wonder what sort of card this could be.
Coming back up. Ah,
Oh,
my card.
can I hold on to that card for a minute, Sid? All right. So what's the problem? It's a Valentine's Day card. Did you know that, Sid?
Well,
It means that someone, you know, has the hots for you. Yeah.
Whoa.
Mm.
Well, I kind of got all that, but it's all those crosses at the bottom there.
Oh, you mean inside here?
Yeah.
Yeah. A whole lot of crosses here, aren't there?
Yeah, what do the crosses mean?
Well, see, the crosses mean that the person who gave this to you loves you. They're kisses, Sid.
Wow. I really love me.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, my maths teacher loves me really a lot.
Well, why do you say that, Sid?
Well, she gave me back my test the other day, and I'll have to show you.
Okay. Better go and grab his maths test. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, it's a very big maths test.
Oh,
Here it is.
it is rather big there, Sid.
See, all the crosses. She must really love me.
Sid, these crosses mean something different altogether. You see, you've got all of the answers wrong.
Oh, that's not good.
No. I think those foam that you've got for brains isn't really helping you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all saying you've got all these things wrong. That's what the cross means.
Well, in that case, I know someone who has made a very big mistake.
Right. Who's made a big mistake then, Sid?
Well, I was clearing out my garage, and I found this piece of paper. And I'll have to show you.
Okay. Who knows what could be in his garage?
Ta-da!
Oh, hang on. Yeah, let me grab that from you again, Sid. Gee,
See?
What, you found this in your garage, Syd?
Yeah, and see the big cross in the middle?
Yeah, I
A
do.
big mistake!
No, Syd. This is a treasure map. The
Oh.
cross, do you know what it means, Syd?
Does it mean that the person really loves islands?
No, the cross is where the treasure is.
Treasure? Oh, I love treasure!
Yeah, all these crosses mean something different.
Oh, they all mean something different. And so many crosses.
Yeah,
Well then, what does that one mean?
that cross, Syd.
Yeah.
Well, that cross reminds us that Jesus died for us.
Well, but what does that mean?
Well, I suppose, Syd, it's a bit like all of the crosses that we've already seen. You see, if you have a think about your card that you got and the crosses on that, that was about how much that person loved you, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you see, Jesus died because he loves us. So that's the first thing to remember, Syd. The second thing, though, is like your maths test. You see, Jesus died because we have done something wrong. We've ignored him. That's what's like the maths test.
Well then,
But then, oh sorry, what were you going to say, Syd?
well, I was going to say, how does Jesus dying get me treasure?
Well, you see, that's what the last cross is all about on the treasure map. You see, because he died, because Jesus died, we can actually be friends with him instead of his enemies. And that, Syd, is the greatest treasure in the whole wide world.
Wow, that does sound like good treasure. But how do you know so much about all this?
Well, I read it in the Bible, Syd. In my Bible, I actually read something this morning. Can I share it with you?
Oh yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Right, it's in John chapter 3. Let me find it quickly.
Chapter 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
John 3 verse 16. Okay, and it says these words. For God so loved the world.
Hang on. I thought you said he loved people.
Yeah, Syd, he does love people. To love the world is sort of like shorthand for people. All the people of all the world.
Right. So how you say Syd instead of Sydney Harbour Bridges the third.
That's right, Syd. Indeed. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the verse, okay?
Yeah, right.
For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son.
Oh, that's Jesus, right? God's one and only Son.
That's right, Syd. Jesus is right. Let me go again. Let's see if we can get through a bit more this time, hey? For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him...
What does that mean? What does it mean to believe in him?
Well, to believe in him means to believe that Jesus died instead of us having to die. And so that means that we can be friends with him again. And we can therefore follow him. We can be his friends rather than his enemies.
Wow. Well, how does the verse finish?
Alright, well let me read the end part for you. Where am I up to? Oh, that's right. Whoever believes in him will have life forever.
Oh, that's the treasure you're talking about.
That's right, Syd.
Yeah, when we're God's friends instead of his enemies, we'll be living with him forever.
That's exactly right. You've got it. I'm glad that we've been able to have this chat, Syd.
Yeah, but how can I find out more about this Jesus?
Well, I suppose there's a couple of ways you could do it, Syd. The first one is I'm actually going to send out an email later on this week with a whole heap of things that I've found on the internet that can help kids learn more about Jesus. Can I add you to that list?
Oh yeah, please do.
Alright, well I'll add you to that list because I'm going to send it out to all the kids and their parents as well so that they can have some stuff to do, especially during the holidays and while we're all locked in our houses at the moment, having to stay at home.
Oh, that sounds like a really good use of time.
Yeah, well, I've got another thing as well though, Syd. Just ask your parents. Have a chat with them about Jesus. They would love to hear more about how you want to know about Jesus and questions that you might have. And then I've got a third way as well, Sid. And this is probably the easiest thing of all.
I like easy things. What is it? What is it?
Well, Sid, read the Bible.
Oh.
Read about Jesus.
Read the Bible.
It's the best thing to do. It's the best book to be able to read, and you can read all about Jesus and what he did for us.
Well, could I maybe borrow your Bible then?
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, why not? Look, you don't even have to borrow it. You can have it, Sid.
Oh, wow.
Look, when you read though, make sure that you have a read of one of the stories about Jesus. Maybe start at Mark or Luke. That would be a good place to start.
All right then. Well, I guess I'm back to my important investigation. But this time, I'll be looking in the Bible.
Great. Have a good read of that, Sid. And we might catch you some other time, hey?
It sounds very good. Bye, everyone. High four. Yeah.
He's a bit crazy, that Sid. Well, I'll catch you later, Sid. Good to see you again, mate.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
You know what, guys? It's so great that we can know Jesus. We can know that he died for us. He died for us because he loves us. And he died because we have done something wrong. But it's so great that we can now be his friends again, instead of his enemies. And therefore have the greatest treasure of all, be able to have life forever with him in heaven. I'm going to pray about that now. Will you join me? God, thank you so much that you sent your Son to die for us. Lord, we thank you that we can, because of this, that we can no longer need to be his enemies, but we're now his friends. Lord, help us to look forward to then and have the hope that we have of heaven and being with you forever. Amen.